Okay, so today I'm here to talk about words and the power of words. What words really mean. What are words and why are they important? Words are magic. In all walks of life, in all religions, existences, realities, views, worlds, words are the breath of creation. They are divine extensions of yourself. They are the tools in which you build upon. And the way in which we use words is important, to say the least. It depends on how you look at it. But depending on what you want, depending on what you're doing, your words will innately help you get there. They will help you build there. I was thinking about this, and at first I was wondering about curse words. Why curse words are curse words and why they're frowned upon. And I started learning and digging into the meaning of them. And they were actually curses. So, fuck you really meant something malicious, and you were basically casting a spell on them. Back then, everyone understood that your words have energy, your words have intention, and even when you aren't putting a certain intention behind a word, words were made to carry intention, to carry energy, to carry information. All information is energy. And they were just tools. We forget that language is a tool. We're so zoomed in, we're so used to language that language is language. There's no in between us and the idea of it. There's no meaning past that. Language is language. Language isn't a word that means something. Sure, we understand it's a way of communication, but the real understanding of it has been watered down, washed away for power. This is a thing that happened all throughout history. The kings and the tyrants, the ones in control of the people, they would start to change the pronunciation. They would change the way words were said. They would change things and tell that to all the people and keep the language to themselves. They would keep the actual words, spells to themselves. All the roots of these things go back to intentions, meanings, spelling, spells. You see what I'm saying? And the kings, the ones in power, they would keep it to themselves so only they could use them, so only they had the right words, only they knew how to use their energy. When you confuse the people below you, no one's as powerful as you anymore. You took their power by taking their language, and they don't even know it. It also creates divinity, or not divinity, a divide. Because now, all the people below you are speaking this watered down version of English, this watered down version of communication. And now you seem all fancy and proper because you know how things work. You know how to speak. You're doing it correctly, and your words have more magnetic power behind them. The Hebrews, the Hindus, the occult, the Egyptians, they all knew about the power of words. One of the most magic words, or well-known magic words, is abracadabra. That's not what the word actually is, or how it was originally made. The original pronunciation was abracadabra. Kedavra. Avra Kedavra. And what it actually meant was, I create as I speak. It was pointing at the power of words. It was pointing at the magic of words. It was pointing at the invisible language that is inside everything we say. I've been reading The Secret lately. I don't know if any of you know about it. One of my idols said this is the book that really changed things for him and helped him develop his mindset and understanding of how to create reality with his beliefs, with his thoughts, with his words. Your thoughts are words as well. Words don't have to be spoken to be said. Your internal thoughts, your internal is always creating, it's always speaking, it's always thinking. Your mind never stops thinking. Have you ever stopped and tried to stop focusing so much on the external and you really listen to what's going on inside your head? You would hear constant thoughts, ideas, things, words. All of that is creation. Your mind is literally made by God to be a motor of creation. That's just what it is. The brain is a creator. That is what this object is. And when you get so pulled away, you get so distracted, you get so focused outward, you don't realize what your machine is doing. A machine that can create infinitely, left unattended, will just into who knows where. And that's not even the worst part. A machine that is left unattended by the owner can be manipulated by an outsider to create whatever they want. And so often, our machines are being ran by someone who's not us, because our attention has been so pulled out this direction, we don't realize what's going on with the machine. And so an outside source can come in through your ears and tell you this, through the phones, through the TV, through the media, through whatever means they can. They get in and start creating their own agenda. They start creating workers. They start creating consumers. They start creating benefits to themselves and not to the owner of the machine. They've trapped the owner of the machine and are using their machine. I really think that we need to be responsible owners and take accountability and make sure we know what's going on with our machine. And not only should we get to. It's a great gift. It is really unimaginable the kind of things you can do with your brain when you really take control and set your mind to something. Your potential is unlimited. You could do things you'd never dream of. All you gotta do is use your head. Sounds stupid, but it's true. It's a beautiful tool you've been given. I know you can do it. I know I can do it. I'm starting to do it. And I'm just trying to give you guys the secret sauce. So Go and find the strength to take back your mind.